Hello, everybody. So it's going to be short, but before we'll dive into value-driven refactoring, I'd like to start with a quick question. Hands up if you have ever been part of a brand new product, one that actually made it to the hands of users. Great audience. So there's a life cycle of such projects that most of you already know. It starts with a spark. Someone had a flash of inspiration. It might be you or your product manager. Suddenly, there is a problem that is just begging to be solved. So first, we dive into research, gathering insights, brainstorming, envisioning the product that will solve our problem. Then, we are planning the architecture, figuring out how everything will fit together, and eventually start writing our code. Remember what comes next? That's right, delivery. People start using what we build, and turns out they actually like it. Things are getting real. That's the fire ignited by that first spark. Suddenly, there are sparks everywhere. Our product evolves, and our code grows with it. New features, bug fixes, special events. Our to-do list is growing faster than we can handle. We are pushing our limits, running at full capacity. Every quick patch, we'll do it properly later, fits a growing monster we call the technical debt. The more we feed it, the bigger it grows, and eventually starts slowing down everything we are trying to build. But here's the key. Victory isn't about starving the monster. It's about keeping it under control while we keep moving forward. Because if we let it grow too wild, we'll face exactly what we try to avoid, starting over with a new project and new monster. With time, our code has parts that need serious renovation. Some old service that no brave soul dares to touch, or that one feature that keeps hitting us with bugs. These are the places where we can loosen the monster's grip by improving the design of our code. We often call such tasks as refactoring. Here's a definition I follow by Martin Fowler. I hope I'm saying his name right. The guy played a huge role in defining this methodology. To put it simply, he says, refactoring is reconstructing code without changing its behavior. It's not about bug fixes or adding new features. It's about maintaining the code base that welcomes changes. Okay, I want to take a step back from our code and talk about our product. When it comes to our product, we collected all the data we need to make smart product decisions. We've laid out a long-term roadmap packed with big and small features, and we can estimate their cost, but more importantly, their value. But with refactoring, the value isn't always clear. Sometimes predicting the future impact of refactoring might sound like we're trying to read the future of our code from a crystal ball. But actually, it's more simple. To figure it out, we can ask, where does the technical debt monster hold us back? Well, we could just raise a finger to the wind or rely on our gut feeling, but we're software developers. We prefer data-driven decisions whenever possible, just as we learn and make decisions with our production data. We want to do the same with our development data. This way, we can focus our refactoring efforts where they will bring us the biggest impact. But here's the thing, it's even more simple than it sounds. You know why? Because you already have this data. You've been collecting it all along. Remember the tool that you're using every day when writing a new feature or fixing some bug? And I'm not talking about your IDE or the keyboard or the coffee machine at the kitchen. I'm talking about Git, your beloved version control. It has the full history of your work, all the data you need. Every piece of change wrapped in a beautiful commit with the date, the name of the author, the location in code, and if you have the minimal commit message standards, you can also learn about the type of the change, whether it was a new feature or bug fix. You have it all there. And there is so much you can learn from it, starting with where are the hotspots in your code, the places that has more patches than in a pirate convention. Then you have the monsters dungeons, the dark places where no brave soul from your team dares to touch, except for maybe one brave one. Then you have the dependency magnets, like that annoying feature configuration provider that you have to face with on every new feature you develop. So, how can you do that? I promised you something simple. Just scan this code. I've put together a few terminal commands that you can go now, copy, paste, and run on your repo. These commands will spotlight the refactoring candidates we just discussed. And now, when you have all you need to find where your technical debt monster hides, go hunt it down. Thank you.